to an angle of 45 degree. Now the third position says that it is one of its edge of the base which is inclined to VP at 30 degree. So one of its base edge is inclined to VP at 30 degree. So which is the base edge resting on HP? That is A1 to D1. This is A1 dash to D1 dash, right? So this edge is inclined to an angle of 30 degree. So before drawing here, I'll show in a rough sketch how to draw this. Then we will continue with the sketch. See, here you can see the previous two steps, right? So in the third step, this is the resting edge. So the resting edge is to be inclined to an angle of 30 degrees. See, here I have tilted this. Here I have tilted this. Next, the resting edge to make an angle of 30 degree with VP. That is with the XY line. 30 degree it should make. So just keep it and tilt it. That means this view to be kept at an angle of 30 degree. To keep this, first what I do is, so when I tilt it, the base edge is to be tilted, right? So what I do is, I'll take one line parallel to XY line. This is XY line. I'll take one parallel line. On that line, I'll take any one position using protractor. I'll measure 30 degree to this direction and I'll extend. Okay, on this, I'm going to draw this resting edge A1 to B1. Then next I will construct this. So this is A, B, C, this is D, and here it will be O and here it will be O1. So this is how the third position. This third position I'll show how to construct in the real sketch. Okay. See, now here you can see here I have taken one line parallel to XY line. Just I have taken one line. So here I'll take one position, a point. There by using a protractor I'll measure 30 degree. The measurement should be done in this direction, that is outer side, 30 here. So I have made a measurement of 30 degree and I'll extend one line. Okay, so I'll just extend it a little bit away. So I'll just extend one line. Okay, so I'll erase this. Okay, so here I have drawn one 30 degree line, right? So on this line I have to make this view, that is the resting edge is to be placed here. So to place this, first I'll draw this A1 to D1 on this line. Anywhere you can take, So first what I do is I'll position A1 here. Next, here this length will be as usual 35. Using scale I'll measure it to a length of 35. You can also use compass. So I'm using here scale. So here I have made a mark and I'll name it as D1. Okay, so I have placed this. So with the thick lines I'll make this as a dotted line, because invisible lines are always dotted lines. Okay, if you want you can just erase in between these two lines, A1, 2 points A1 to D1, and you can join it with dotted lines. Okay, so once you have joined, you got A1 and D1. Okay, now I have to construct the whole picture here. So to construct this, sorry, it is overlapping. I should have constructed little bit down, so I'll just erase this. Sorry. Once again I'll draw this line So here I'll take this point somewhere here. This is A1 and I'll use compass now. A1 to D1. Then from this point I'll cut the arc. So I should check whether I can draw this here. Yes. So please, while drawing this step, you please be careful. You should avoid overlapping with this view and not to go beyond the page. Okay, so I have just got A1 and D1. A1 and D1. Now I have to construct the whole thing here. I have shown you two methods. One is by measuring with the scale and also measuring with the compass. Okay, now the total construction is totally depends upon the compass. Now to construct this, I'll use the compass from A1 to B1. From A1 to B1 I am measuring with the compass. So A1 to B1 I'll draw one arc. Okay, I have drawn an arc. Similarly, D1 to B1. Measure D1 to B1. From D1 to B1 I got an arc. So when you join these two, you will get the intersection point. So I think you got this B1. Okay, I should have taken little bit upper side. I have taken, that's why it is making a little bit difficult for me. So similarly, so we have taken A1 to B1, A1 to B1 an arc. Next D1 to B1, D1 to B1 an arc. So we got an intersection called as B1. Okay, next similarly we have to construct C1. So for this also the same method. Use D1 to C1, D1 to C1 an arc. Next A1 to C1, A1 to C1. So we got the bottom face, right? Okay, so once you construct this base, here I didn't put dotted lines, right? So I'll put the dotted lines here. Okay, after this I have to construct ABCD here, ABCD. Okay, so for this what I do is just I'll place one extend the line vertically, very light line it should be. I'll just extend the line vertically. So after this I'll measure from A1 to A1 to A. Similarly D1 to D, it will be of same length, so D1 to D. Okay, next here I'll measure A1 to B. A1 to P. Similarly D1 to C, same length it will be, so I'll just draw with the same. Okay, I got these positions, right? Now just complete this. All are visible lines, right? So just join them with the thin lines. Okay, so I'll name this as A, B, C and D. So we got all the positions I think except O and O1, right? So to identify this O and O1, just what you do is identify this distance from A to O, and cut the arc A to O, okay, A to O and cut the arc. Similarly here A1 to O, because they will be in a straight line, right? So by joining these 2 points you draw one light line. Okay, once you draw these lines, it should be light line. I have drawn a little bit dark. So here what I should do, so from here I can identify this, and from here I can identify this position. So just measure with this length and cut the arc, small arc. Similarly from here, dotted lines to here, same arc. You got these 2 positions. See, these have, you can use various techniques. Here I am showing you one technique. Construction you can make in n number of ways. Okay, so I think this will be easy for you. It is not compulsory that you have to construct this way. Finally we have to just project this view here, that's it. Okay, so we got this thing, right? So just I'll show this all these steps here. So first position tilted, second position, and third position the resting edge is inclined. So we got the top view for the third one. Next we should identify the front view. So that is the final position we have to draw. So for this what you have to do is take all the vertical projections as well as horizontal projections. Okay, after this we have to identify the points. So here I have drawn the horizontal projections and also I have named the points. If you identify these points, then it will be easy for us to draw the final view. So I'll just say how to identify these points and how to project the lines. See, as usual, from all the corners points I have taken horizontal projections. You can see here I have taken all the horizontal projections. Now while taking the vertical projections you have to consider this. So here I have placed tilted and we have the resting edge is inclined 30 degree to VP, right? So now what we have to do is we have to go step by step construction. First we have to construct the base, then the top face, and then the lateral edges. In this way, this is the lateral edges. So in this step by step if you go, it will be easy for you to construct the final view. So here coming to this, so first what we have to do is by using scale we have to draw the vertical projection. So I'll start it with the base. Okay, so first I'll go with A1. I'll just check A1 and A1 dash, both are meeting at this point. So by using scale I'll just draw one vertical line up to there. Don't go complete extension, okay, up to here. Next I'll see B, and this is B1 dash. This is B1, sorry, this is B1 and this is B1 dash. Both exactly straightly when I extend, both meet here. So I'll just draw one extension line. Okay, similarly this is C here, this is C1 and this is C1 dash, both meet here. Okay, so here I'll extend the line up to here. Next this is D1 and this is D1 dash, so both join here. So I'll just extend the line up to here. So I got A, B, C, D, that is A1, B1, D, sorry, A1, B1, C1, D1. Okay, now I got the bottom face. Next I'll go the same method with the top face. So this is A dash, both meet here. Similarly, B and this is B dash, both meet here, and this is C and C dash, both meet here, and similarly D. Okay, I have identified bottom A1, B1, C1, D1, A, B, C, D. That is dash front view, right? So to construct this, I should imagine the object. So we have tilted and inclined, right? So when you look at from the front, so front here indicates that is this direction. Okay, this direction. So front view, when you look at from the front, you can see the bottom face, right? You can see the bottom face, complete face. So that means all edges of this is visible. Okay, so all edges are visible. Similarly, can you see the top face from this direction? You cannot see because this is on the other side. So you cannot see from the front. So we have to identify visible edges and invisible edges. These two are invisible edges. So two visible edges and two invisible edges. Okay, so to do this, after doing this, we have to identify vertical edges. Okay, so I'll just show how to construct this. So just imagine when you look at from the front, you can see the bottom face. So all the lines are visible at the bottom face, all the edges are visible, whereas the top face is at the other end, this end, so we cannot see. So only we have to identify visible and invisible edges. For example, if the same was tilted in this direction, then you can say that in the front view the top face is visible, so all edges are visible. Bottom face is invisible, so some are visible and some are invisible. Okay, so in this problem I have tilted in this direction, so the bottom is visible. Okay, so I'll just show that. So this is A, B, C, D. So since face is visible, all its edges are visible. So I'll just construct it with directly putting the dark lines. So I'll use this pencil. So A to B, A1 to B1. So the next B1 to C1 dash, the next C1 dash to D1 dash, next A1 dash to D1 dash. So this is bottom face. Now top face. So certain edges are visible and certain edges are invisible, right? For this, a small trick is border lines are visible, inside lines are invisible. Just a simple technique. This is A to B is a border line, so just join it with a thick line because there is no any other line outside this. So that's why it is a border line visible. Next, B to C is also a border line visible. Okay, these two edges are visible, other two edges are invisible, right? Because they are moving inside. So this is one trick, or you should imagine, or you should use this trick. So just I am going to join C to D1 with the dotted lines. The next D to A1 with the dotted lines. Okay, so this is how the top is. Two edges are visible, two edges are invisible. Now we are finished with the bottom and top faces. Now we will go with the lateral edges. Okay, so for this lateral edges, okay, I'll start it with here. So tilted. So you can see the bottom face we have written. We cannot see, only see two edges at the top. Sorry, two edges at the top we have seen, other two edges are invisible. Now coming to the lateral edges, you can see B to B1, right? You can see B to B1 and similarly C to C1. So they are visible lines. Even you can also see A to A1. So these three lateral edges are visible. So just join it. So here A dash to A1 dash, visible line. Then B dash to B1 dash, visible line. Then C dash to C1 dash is a visible line, right? So finish. Now left out is D to D1 dash, right? So since they are dotted lines, the passing line will be also dotted because it is an invisible line. So we will connect it with dotted lines. Okay, now you can see the image, right? So this is bottom face, other side the top face, this is the lateral faces. So this is the final view of an prism, inclined 45 degree, axis is inclined 45 degree to HP and 30 degree to VP. See, you should mention all the angles, dimensions everywhere, then only you'll get the full marks. Okay, so this is, so anything left out? Yeah, there is one part left out, that is axis line, O to O1, that is O1, O dash to O1 dash. So this is O and this is O1. So just extend the lines. So here I'll extend the line up to here, or just I'll make a mark here. So this is O dash, and coming to here, this is here. I'll just represent it with a dot. This is O1 dash. So you can join this. Yes, sorry, so I made a mistake. So here you should keep it straight, you should take it straight. So here it will be, this is O1 dash, and here this is O dash. So just join it with an axis line. Okay, think somewhere small mistake. Wait, I'll just align with this line and I'll move parallelly. So somewhere here it will be, this is O dash. So just join this O to O dash with an axis line. Okay, so this is how we construct O dash. So next you erase all the extra projection lines so that the image will be very neat, that final view will be very neat. Okay, so this is the final view of an square prism inclined to VP at 30 degree. Okay, I think you can do it. If you have any doubts, you can call my number and you can discuss. Okay, fine, thank you.